Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Countdown is to 4 days till kickoff here. 5 days? How did I say 4 days? 4 days till kickoff.
Today's
Tuesday.
The math.
1, 2,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I guess you count today in the countdown?
Yeah, that's the question.
That was a bad start.
4.
There,
No,
4
you're
to
okay.
5. However you count it.
How do you
It's
do
in
that?
range now.
Yeah.
It's in range.
Anyway, yeah,
It's in range.
It's the week of the game.
Yes,
Jake.
we got a depth chart out. We got news from Matt Rule yesterday. Getting close. How are you today?
Great.
Gentlemen?
How are you guys?
Well, it's dark outside. Bill's getting happy. He sent us a text the other day that he says it's still light at 8:40. Not happy.
8:40 p.m.
Yeah, Bill.
There was just a little hint of light. It's starting to go down, but this rainy. I'm telling you, I would love to do a podcast from London. Just rainy.
It would be dark.
Dark. It'd be great. Yeah.
So you'd like to live in that sort, like maybe Seattle, Bill?
Seattle, man. Maybe by spot.
Maybe sports radio in Seattle.
It'd be awesome. Drink coffee. Wear corduroys. You wear corduroys again. Bring the
Flannel
and corduroys.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome like that.
Yeah.
We've had.
That'd be awesome.
There's quite a situation.
Yep.
Young Ben.
Yeah, we've been
is caught in a web of lies. He's caught in a web of lies. I caught it first, and Jake caught it kind of like, whoa, what just happened here?
Oh, no.
We were told in great detail that Ben had to leave, had to dip. But he told Jake, goes, I'm going to have to dip on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays because I'm going to have a coaching class.
It's very clear coaching class.
So we were taking
coaching minor.
We were taken aback from that. Just like, okay, we didn't know that. Ben didn't say a word about being a coach.
He said coaching.
Didn't know anything about that. That's what he is. That's working to be, which is fine. So I asked him again today, right? I go, Ben, give me some details. Who's your teacher? What we cover and all this stuff. Well, it's not a coaching class. I'm taking a first aid class. He's taking a first aid class.
Caught in a web of
lies. Yes.
Why would you say coaching? Because it
Bill,
sounds better.
Bill wasn't very happy with this announcement by young Ben. He didn't trust him. Trust is low right now in young Ben.
And then I think it was brought up the same way from Jake Sorensen. Part of the stool. Jake was very concerned with what, and Jake said, "No, Ben." He goes, "You told me."
I said, "Hold up." You made it very clear last week that Monday, Wednesday, Friday you have to dip for the last segment because you have a coaching class.
That's what he said.
Or you're coaching minor.
Coaching. Yes. So it could
and
be
a first aid class on Mondays. Apparently.
Could be baseball. Could be football. Could be basketball. Could be track. It's not.
This is a heavy way to start the show. We're in some trouble here.
Yeah. Now he's working on compound fractures instead.
Ben.
He's pre-med. Now Ben's pre-med.
What else would you have you told us that's not true? Is your name Ben?
Are you from Columbus, young Ben?
There was concern. My first thought
you
was,
went to Lakeview?
I would Ben checks Columbus SCOTUS for Ben to see if you went there or not. We're confused.
Ben Drozd. Drozd.
Yes. That's right.
Can I bring something up?
Yes. What do you got, Bill?
Well, I got this package last week, right here, from Tom Preston. It's incredible. It's a little bit different, but Tom did an incredible job. It's not the hostess, but he sent an entire package, guys.
There's the crinkling. I'm curious right now.
Of the mini pies.
Oh, my God.
Of the mini pies.
Oh, my.
Oh, yeah. The chocolate I talked about.
Oh, no, there's a chocolate one.
You want a blueberry?
How
about
blueberry?
A strawberry?
You know I like
cream?
blueberry.
Send one down to Jake. What do you want, Jake?
Whatever you got.
I got a s'mores.
I'm just going to give Jake the ones I don't want.
This is fun. I'll give this one to
How about a Boston cream pie? Try that.
Ben, come on.
Yeah, Ben, come on and get one.
We're gonna nurse you back. We're gonna nurse you back. Boston cream's
Okay. Yeah, it's
Jake, I won't eat it on there.
Ben's coming in to get his pie. Which one are you going
to eat on there? Okay, well that opens the floodgate.
Bill's dining. Which one are you going to give him? Boston cream pie.
That opens the floodgate. Pie. Where'd these come from?
It's delicious.
Preston.
Tom Preston. This is JJ's Bakery. This comes from.
They're really good.
Same type of what would you call it?
Setup. The crust is identical to the Hostess. Yes.
Now, are you supposed to warm this up or not? Because it
I
says
don't.
ready to eat.
I know.
It has very clear instructions: ready to eat, warm up, microwave, and you're just eating it cold.
Jake, you don't have to warm it up.
No, you don't. No,
It-
Jake,
well,
no.
Okay, he didn't.
This
experience
has been-
A
better
lot of
times.
people like to
Yeah.
have pie
That was
warm, though.
That was a clear instance of
Yeah,
not better times.
Not understanding
No.
anything about the pie.
You have to
Jake,
warm.
you
You
have to
talk
warm it up.
about the apple pie
Jake,
at
that's
McDonald's,
horrible.
though, being always warm. You always want
Every
the warm
time,
apple
every
pie.
time me and Steve bought one of these, we ate it immediately.
Okay.
Ate it immediately.
Like right now.
Come out of a vending machine.
Yeah.
Oh, microwave.
But I would think there's any sort of preservatives in this. You think? I wonder.
A lot,
A
because this
lot.
would be good. This will still be good in 2027.
Yeah, exactly. It's incredible.
See the
Tom,
expiration
thank
date of
you.
this thing.
If you're listening, please text in.
Missing Tooth Greg bought me some. I think when I was sick, he bought me a pie or something like these, and I might be the exact ones. They're really good. We're eating on air.
Yeah.
We're
I did. I busted it out.
yeah, we're eating on air.
Thursday, you ate steak at Ruhlman's Steakhouse. Now you're eating pie.
Yeah, and I've been
Today.
He
up
had,
Yeah,
he had a piece of bread immediately when they brought the bread over at Ruhlman's.
It barely hit the table.
and you were right in the mid conversation.
I thought that was the.
Boy, that's a really good chocolate pie.
Hey, these are good.
These are really good.
These are Hostess.
Hostess is in for a pickle because these guys from JJ's.
JJ's Bakery.
Yeah, I wonder where JJ's is from. I wonder that.
Well,
is that
says
a
in the back-
Nebraska?
it
Is that
says-
a Nebraska
It
base?
says Erie, Pennsylvania on the
Erie,
back.
okay, nice.
Erie, Pennsylvania is where this is from.
Well done.
What's this guy's name? Ron Preston?
Was that
Tom.
Tom?
Tom Preston.
I just wonder where did Tom get these in Pennsylvania? I want to know.
I don't know. I don't know if these are something you can buy across the country
Bill.
or not.
They're really good. Yeah, I'm surprised.
Taste test. Did you eat the whole thing? You
Got a
bought-
little bit left.
Okay. Some crumbs in
You
there.
got and you
Got
chose
some
the
crumbs.
blackberry.
The blackberry's really good.
Good.
I mean, blueberry blackberries are
Yeah.
always really good.
My chocolate's good.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you to Tom Preston for delivering.
You know
some
what,
Bill,
pies
thank
to
you.
us.
Thank you for that.
Very kind.
You know what, Tom?
That was a surprise.
You know what Tom doesn't do? Doesn't
What?
live in a web of lies.
Ben.
He doesn't live like that. He lives his life like he's supposed to be living. But yet we got Ben a pie out of this thing.
Yep.
So think about that, Ben. Just speak the truth. I've learned this at a young age. You never have to worry about if you lied if you always speak the truth.
How about that?
You never have to worry about what you said.
If you speak.
That's
If
right.
You always speak the truth. You have to write that.
No
So right now, Ben,
no covering up lies.
You have to-
speak truths, Ben.
Ben's right now. I'm going to have to dig into everything. Is he from Columbus?
You're
Is
young.
he in journalism? Is
Mm.
he,
is he actually in college?
Is he in college? Do we have any idea?
DP might have to look into
I might have to do.
What if all of a sudden he's been
research.
planted by like KFAB or something to see what's going on here?
He's trying to.
He's trying the inside source, trying to see what's going on.
it. Or worse, like the Soviets.
Soviets.
Where are you from, young Ben? What's your heritage? Need to know. Ridiculous.
But this was a big surprise, Bill.
It's idle chit chat.
Yes, you
Who's
had
that brought by?
It's Newton's Lawn Care. Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297 for all your lawn care needs this summer and fall. You want to add something, Sip, from yesterday's
Not a
week,
big
Idle
deal.
Chit-Chat.
I mean, idle chit chat is stuff that is not all that interesting, and it won't interest you too much. It's wildly interesting to me because I think Bill would. I'll be interested to hear what Bill says. People don't want to hear about us too much, but I slept last night from 10:15 to 4:37, which never,
That's very exact.
ever happens.
What usually happens, Sip?
Wake up several times or just not sleep at all.
That sounds like me then.
Yeah.
Wake up
Yeah.
all the time.
Or just not sleep.
So I
So-
text you guys in the middle of the night. I'm always up. I'm up all the time.
Bill naps
Just
for
walking
10
around the
minutes.
house.
I know you pitter around.
I do it.
You
Walk
pitter
the
around
house.
and shit, send screenshots.
Send screenshots. That's my
2 a.m. Bill's just sleep walking around the house.
That's
And
right.
last night, was it the night before you were sending them? I got them.
Yeah.
But
A lot.
No,
Sent you a lot.
I woke up. The first thing I always do. I don't use an alarm ever. I never have. I always when I
encouraging.
wake up, I always look at my phone first to see what time it is. It was 4:37. I was like, I slept through the night, and I feel ridiculously good. Like I can't tell you how.
You're refreshed, huh?
Yeah, you can't. It's sleep is incredibly important. I feel normal.
It is nice.
Yeah.
If I even think that if I am sleeping good, it's 100% what'll happen is sugar wakes me up. Wakes me up like this, like, hey,
He's too happy right
think
now.
about going outside for a little bit. What do you think about checking this out?
Sugar-
Son of a yeah.
Sugar,
no, I
it's
got-
2:30. Can we just
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Nope.
No. Yeah, she has double paws up on the bed. Double paws right in my
That's
face.
what they do.
Double paws right in the
That's
face.
what they do. And then they start
They
getting
start
you,
pawing at you.
pawing at
And
your side.
Never, ever, ever has Sugar ever went over to Laura's side of the bed. It's
She
always
knows.
mine. She goes, yeah, got you trained.
because you'll get up.
Yeah. Laura's like, nah,
Yeah.
no, you're fine. I'm always like, what's wrong?
You still baby?
Yeah, I am. You need your belly rubbed? What's going on?
236.
Well, I always just think you got to go to the bathroom.
I do too. And I think
Yeah.
the dog's got to go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
That's
you're not
not,
gonna-
it's not a time to teach him a lesson.
No,
No, it's not a lesson time.
it's like if you were denied the opportunity to go to the bathroom, like Kurt McKeever on our trips would say, if you got to go, we'll pull over right now. I'm not denying you that opportunity.
That opportunity.
Well, it's true, and it's true with it's Sugar or Bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. If they got to go to the bathroom,
You don't.
they're dependent on
Yeah.
you. They can't go them. Well, they could. They can
They-
just do it in the house. Sometimes they do.
They they don't have opposable
Jake.
thumbs. I mean, they can't open a doorknob.
Jake, sometimes they do go.
I'm
there.
aware of that animals have accidents or they can't get out. They have
This
to let it
is-
go.
This is pure. idle
That's
chit-chat.
part of life.
This is
But
pure.
that
idle.
pie's incredible, Tom.
Pies, sleep,
Jake,
lies, web of lies.
Can't trust Ben.
This
Yeah.
has been interesting idle chit
That's
chat.
gone everywhere.
Jake thought we had to microwave the pie. I thought it was uncooked.
Well, I
Thought
just said
You guys
on
just
the-
pop it in the oven
it
and
looks
That
No.
was somewhat embarrassing.
How-
that
Jake.
was, that was Jake. That took me back. Jake,
of-
that was
half of
Stop.
the bag says ready to eat, warming up.
It's something you can do.
something you can do.
Would someone is
Wow.
it better microwaves? Is it better
Why just stop?
out of the
Stop.
vending
Jake,
machine?
Please stop.
Jake, you're digging
I'm not
yourself
digging
a hole.
myself a
yes,
hole.
you are.
You guys might have missed
Do
out
you
on
have to
glory here.
microwave these?
Jake.
Maybe you missed out on it being tasting better.
Well,
Making
it
better.
would taste good.
Well, see,
It would. No, you're right about
All right.
that. And it would taste better. You're right about that. But
I don't think it would.
Oh,
Well, first of all, I'm the chocolate pie guy. You don't heat a chocolate
you
pie.
don't.
That's a cold
no,
pie.
you don't. You don't.
Imagine going to Village Inn. Oh, the chocolate pie. You want it heated? What? they would. You want to throat punch them? Yeah, you would. Like that's the dumbest thing. Jake,
Same with
turn
the
around.
Boston cream.
Yeah, Boston cream. Yeah, you don't heat
some
that.
pies you can warm up.
Hey,
though.
coconut cream pie. You want to heat it? No.
some
No.
pies you warm, some pies you
Ah,
don't.
yeah, that's the
A
way.
peach pie can be warm.
Yeah,
Can
you
it?
can.
You can't.
See?
You're right.
Yeah,
You
peach,
gave
Right.
me one that could be warm.
peach pie can be warm.
Ah.
Thank you.
And he's right to a certain extent because they would taste good warm. It was some ice cream.
Sports.
You're gonna throw punch somebody.
That's
That's
funny.
idle chit chat.
That is really good idle chit.
Sponsored by our friends
Thank
at
you.
Newton's Lawn Care.
God.
Please call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297 for all your lawn care needs this summer and fall. Yesterday, Sip, you were at a press conference.
Oh, Tom Preston. God bless him. All right, go
No,
ahead.
it was not Tom Preston. It was
No.
Matt Rule ahead of this Saturday's game against UTEP.
What if
Learn-
it was Tom Preston doing the same guy delivered pies is also doing the Nebraska?
Whipping through the depth chart.
going to the depth chart?
Okay, the depth
Yeah.
chart is what
And I guess
you want to start with the depth chart.
I do well.
Yes,
It-
do.
There's comments from Matt Rule, but also I mean that what people look at the depth chart, they'd make some assessments. They see a bunch of oars at running back, no clear starting running back.
Okay,
Was
yeah,
kind of a story of yesterday, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Now, when me and Sip grew up and reading the paper in the 80s,
Mhm.
there was always oars, a bunch. But there also sometimes at fullback now there would be 14 to 18 of them,
Right.
and there would be, and they'd just be listed by there'd be groups of 3.
You had the
Yeah.
or and discussion.
Yes, that would go on forever.
Yeah. The
Yes.
and, there was ands too, not as prevalent as ors, but didn't ands mean that they're basically tied?
I don't know that. It probably was accurate, but they were listed in like groups. It'd be like
Really
you look
annoying.
down and you say, okay, he's in the 4th group. So is he 4th? No, he's actually probably 12th.
Right.
Is where he's at. They had 280 some guys in the team.
I always took it okay. So let's just get to the running backs here. Jake, I always take the ors as still the order that's listed is meaningful to me. So that
Agreed.
Really?
Yeah, it's the order. It's you ever know this is not an alphabetical time. No. It's not. So who's ever listed first is first.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Shalene wasn't listed 5th.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's the starter.
No.
But he has an or, but he's
Yeah,
the
the
starter.
starter. No.
No. Jake, it's meaningful who's listed.
That Ramirez on top.
It's meaningful that Ramirez on top and that Emmett Johnson's second. I mean, it says Ramir Johnson or Emmett Johnson or Gabe Irvin.
Or
Dante Dowdell.
Right.
It's all that's meaningful, but it's also meaningful who's listed where, because for instance, we know Dowdell is 4th and he's listed 4th. even though he's an or with Gabe Ervin. Yeah, so it is what it is. Yeah, Rule said
I got it.
they're all. Oh, you got it.
Here's Matt
This
Rule.
is Rule on the running backs usage for Saturday.
I think we're gonna play them all. Yeah, we're gonna play them all.
That got me.
We kind of have different rules for all of them, and Big Ten plays 4 weeks away, so I feel like I was hoping we'd be a little bit more dialed in on where they are, but I feel like they've all competed enough that we're gonna give them all a chance and make some decisions probably 3 weeks down the line. Might illuminate itself obviously earlier, but they're all doing really good things, and so that's the one position we're probably not quite. We're still quite unsettled on that in kicker.
And kicker. Stay with the running backs. I don't. Yeah, I mean, he's very frank. Like he wanted it. He wanted someone to emerge, as the clear cut guy. What is that? How is that, by the way?
Go ahead.
No, it's fine.
I couldn't stop myself.
No, I like.
I'm sorry.
I like
devouring
chocolate.
the pie.
Chocolate pies are interesting. I usually like lean toward the fruit, but the blackberry's really good. And blackberry, I don't know the difference between blackberry and blueberry.
I wouldn't either. No idea.
Probably you could put blueberry on here and give me blackberry.
Nobody have me. Hold,
Right.
hang on a second.
I wouldn't know.
No.
It's
Anyway, go ahead. Back
really
to running backs.
Yeah, back to running backs. So yeah, it's a little. I'd say I don't mind saying this. It's a little disappointing to me that no one emerged. They wanted someone to. We're gonna play 4. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I just prefer it to have Earl Campbell and then somebody else behind him. I mean, I prefer to have Ricky Williams and then somebody else behind him that you don't even know. I prefer to have Franco Harris. Oh, yeah, they got that Rocky Blyer little white guy. He's all right, but it's Franco Harris. I prefer to have, not like the Dolphins have. Like the Dolphins have multiple.
They got
right?
like 6 running backs that actually
don't like that.
But they're pretty.
There's never a time
all
where it's
very
like,
good. Though.
Probably go to hell. Rozier's starting.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Rozier's out.
We got there.
We better take Rozier out. We got to get 3 other guys in. No. So
It's his game today.
do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yes,
Ben?
absolutely.
Now, so I would have liked to see somebody, and I thought it would be Ramir or Emmett Johnson just separate, but maybe we'll see that. That'll be interesting to watch the first couple of games just to see if one of those guys asserts himself. Kicker.
It sounded like a little
Go ahead.
frustration.
Well, yeah, it sounded like Rule was a little frustrated.
A little frustrated. Just
It
like
did.
that someone
It
didn't just take the job.
It did
That
sound
type
that
of
way.
thing. Not disappointed in anyone.
Right.
And obviously they competed hard, but I think he was just disappointed that it wasn't just clear cut.
He did sound a little that way. So we'll see what happens there. It's good news for a guy like Dowdell, still open. I mean, if you have a big game, maybe you're the guy. Same with Gabe Ervin. I would say the practice periods that I saw, it was either always Emmett or Ramir with the ones. It was, and that's what I've heard, is that those guys were running with the ones most of the time with Ervin. And then Dowdell was a clear 4th. So we'll see what it looks like.
Did he address kicker beyond that? I don't have audio of him going deeper into kicker at all.
He addressed kicker on Friday.
But he said it right there.
He addressed kicker on Friday. Didn't really have to address it again because nothing has changed. So on Friday, he said that there's no decision. The decision might go right up to the game. It could, or late in the week, there could be a decision on John Hole and Tristan Alvano. Alvano had recent groin surgery and was 90% recovered as of, I think, Friday or last week. I don't know what that means to me or anybody. 90% recovered. He's kicking. He's probably not full go right now.
I'm curious, Bill. You obviously have done this as a coach before, special teams. But if you've got a rotation or 2 kickers, you don't know who's going to be the guy. Like, well, what do you do in a game? If Alvano's the first one out, misses the field goal, does he go out for the second one? How do you handle that? If it's a competition still in the season,
the coaches are seeing it live, so they have the really good feel for it. The one thing you would hate to have happen as a coach would be, like I said, misses one and right away it's like, okay, we're making a change. That'd be the worst thing to do, in my opinion. Just like you have to give them some if they've won the job or going with so and so, they go out for a 38-yarder and he misses it. The next field goal, it's still the same person. I mean, you're not going to make that change. Now, if there's something that could be different, would be if he if he hits his extra point and you look at it and you go, that didn't come off his foot great, and then he misses a field goal or something happens, you might make an assessment of how the ball is, but most likely whoever you pick is going to be your kicker.
Yeah.
Sometimes then,
Interesting.
you have someone that's like, hey, listen, if we get inside the 22-yard line, it's you. Anything from 26, whatever it is, 22 out, then we're going to go this direction. That there's always some of that goes on. So, but you want it very clear cut with who that guy is. So it's like, hey, the ball's at the 28. That means you're kicking, and you knew that going in. Nothing worse than being like, okay, anything from the 25 out is mine. And all of a sudden you're at the 28, and then you go with the other guy, and the kicker's like, hold it, I thought that was my kick because we went over that. So that's all. Now, they're not doing that, but that would be what you don't want to see happen to have your confidence. But I would imagine it's pretty crystal clear from watching it.
Yeah.
That
it's quantifiable.
That's the one position. It's like, can you start as a freshman? Yeah, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Just come in and make all your kicks.
Yeah, it's quantifiable.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not so much a judgment call. I mean, it is to a certain extent, but it's also just quantifiable.
If the percentage was super close, and you had a veteran that had kicked the year before and made some clutch field goals, yes. But if it's like one of those things, you just go, oh, wow, this is not even close. So this is who the kicker is.
The way you should approach this show, Jake, with Bill here, is that you should listen to him as if you have to coach, or Ben.
Or if you have a compound fracture, what would you do? Ben's going to know.
By the way, quick interjection here before we get back to the depth chart. Missing Tooth Greg weighs in. JJ pies are available at Super Saver and Russ's.
Okay. And Russ's.
Thank you. Pies in Lincoln.
Yeah, he got me JJ pies. I had some JJ pies. I recognize that taste.
Remember, he works for Google, so that's what's nice about Greg.
Now, Jake, the other thing on the depth chart, and Jake, Bill might remember these guys. A lot of people were kind of caught off guard by the backup safety behind Malcolm Hartzog and the backup rover behind Isaac Gifford. Names that we didn't talk about much. Behind the rover behind Isaac Gifford is Ramir Stewart, who's a redshirt freshman from Philadelphia. That wasn't on the initial 120 because he was overweight, but obviously made a strong comeback because he climbed to number 2 behind Isaac Gifford. He's a redshirt freshman. 5'11", 210. I don't know what he reported at, but he was overweight. And then more local flavor, the guy behind Malcolm Hartzog is Derek Branch, who's a junior who played at Lincoln Southeast, played receiver and defensive back at Lincoln Southeast. Derek Branch, a name I can't even say I knew.
I didn't either.
We are a sports show. Derek Branch.
Extremely hard worker.
Bam.
Extremely hard worker. So that's great that things have turned in his direction.
It did turn in his direction.
Yes.
He's 2 on the depth chart.
That's great for him.
Yeah, right behind Isaac. So 2 Lincoln Southeast guys.
Matt Rule did discuss those 2 yesterday.
Yes, he did.
Want to hear that?
Yeah, I would love to hear.
Here's Matt Rule on Derek Branch and Ramir Stewart yesterday.
Yeah, Derek's done a great job. Derek was a guy that we kept up last year. He's a legacy player. He's just a smart, heady, tough football player. He's dependable, does things right. So he's getting an opportunity right now to play on some special teams as well. But Ramir, I held him out from the season. It's really been his weight, being where it's supposed to be. And to his credit, he handled that. And when he showed back up at camp, he showed back up, and he was in good shape. His weight was down. And he got an opportunity. He played the way we're not capable of playing. See, we believe that Ramir's a really good football player, and he just had to cut loose a little bit. So he's in the mix. He'll play on teams, and keep his weight down about 205. When he's at 205, he's an excellent safety.
As I've gotten older, Bill, the word trust is. I start to try to think like coaches more and more, and when I think of guys that can play, I think the first word is trust. Do I trust them on Saturday? You got to trust them.
Yes.
Do I trust the guy?
When the things line up in the perfect world, which I've talked about before, when it's on TV and they're keeping score, those two things, when those add up. If it's just one of them, you're okay. But when it's both of them, it's a big deal, and you have to be able to have the trust factor. And then I've always said this when I was training backups or players when they're going to go in the game. I said, when you go in the game, the rest of the team has got to be like, don't even think about it.
Right.
Or you don't want to have the
trust.
Oh, here he comes in. It's like right away. Your first thought is, oh no, Oh no,
Exactly.
he might blow a coverage. He
Right.
might not. Yes,
Right.
he'll play hard and he'll tackle, but does he know what happens if it's unbalanced?
Is he
If
gonna
they do
bust?
this, and then all of a sudden he just busts and just turns.
God.
And you'll see a lot of that. You will notice in this first week, and there was some this last weekend. You're going to see a lot throughout all of college football. We're just going to go, what just happened? There'll be some guy running wide open
Why you say
for
that?
a busted coverage. Something will happen, or they'll bust up front. And you'll see a run.
Yeah.
You'll see a run like New Mexico did. They handed the ball off the outside zone for 96 yards.
Yeah.
That was a giant bust. It wasn't just like,
Is that-
well, we just got out schemed. No, it was a bust.
Was that a bust on Florida State's long run on its first series where the guy just kind of made a move to the outside and there's nobody? Yeah, it had to be a bust.
It's somewhere on the edge. So
Yeah.
you're going to see, like I said, you lose more games than you win. So
Jake,
you'll see some things like
Do you
that.
see the problem with this? What do we always talk about? How close these games are. If a guy busts, and I always use Illinois as an example because they shouldn't be, but if you bust and you hand them 7
Mhm.
and you're always losing by 3, that's big.
Yep.
I mean, you have to more and more, and it's not just a Nebraska discussion. College football, it's a lot of close games. I mean, look at, I didn't see a big discernible difference in talent between SMU and Nevada. Not like that my mom would have been able to see.
No, if you switch their jerseys,
Yeah.
you'd be like going, okay, but it was small. When you were watching, it wasn't like, oh, they're just so dominant up front. It's not, or look at them.
Nope.
Look at them. No, you don't see those.
SMU has more skill.
They have more skill.
Yeah, they have more skill, and they have that Maryland,
Yeah.
RJ Maryland, and he's
Yeah.
different. Nevada
He's
didn't have a
different.
player like that.
No, they didn't have him. They didn't have.
But
him.
if you looked at those teams, I was like, Nevada's pretty good. Nevada, you wouldn't want to mess with too much. So that's what I'm getting at, Jake. All things are pretty even. Then what's going to be a separator is who busts the less, who makes them, like Bill says, who doesn't lose it. I mean, you lose more than you win. What I'm saying, you lose more games than you win games. So yeah, that's that.
Offensively, I think there's
Heat up that
two things that stood out to people. Left tackle, the backup, Grant Segrin, a redshirt freshman from Oakland, Nebraska, to Turner Corcoran. Also, Malachi Coleman, now the third string receiver behind Jamal Banks and Jalen Lloyd.
Yeah. And then I guess I wasn't fully aware that Gunnar Gatula was playing right tackle. He could play left too. Yeah, Malachi. I mean, I don't get too wound up about the depth chart at receiver because
receiver's quite different.
Yeah.
A lot of times you're running in and out.
rotation.
Every play.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in and out. You don't see as much. Now, I've not heard Malachi's name as much during camp.
He had
With-
an injury.
And so I didn't. So that was one thing. You just haven't heard his name as much. But that's not a big. They're probably going to play 5 to 6. That's generally. Usually it's about 5 is kind of your number. The NFL, they don't do that. They have the 3 guys that they play, and that's who's playing. They're paying them money.
100.
Yeah, they're not. They're in there the whole time.
So yeah, Malachi. If you're going to identify, he might be a little bit on the outside looking in a little bit because I'm looking. I mean, they have 9 that are just visible. They have sort of a glut at the receiver position. It's a good issue. They have a lot of good players. So you wonder about a guy like Alex Bullock, who by the way is their leading returning receiver.
Right.
Listed
Listed third in the depth chart.
right. I don't know. I mean,
Things can change.
Ja'Cory Barney comes along and he might be out. Yeah, Malachi might be a year away. He did have an injury in camp, is partly why you didn't hear about him as much. I still think he could play. I was interested that Carter Nelson's third at slot. Again, you'll see him.
Mhm.
They'll run guys. They'll run that guy out there sometimes. Bonner, Bill is familiar with Janiron Bonner, has really made do you have sound on Bonner? He's really made a move in this program. He's the number 1 slot.
Here's Matt Rule on Janarian Bonner yesterday.
I think anytime you have a guy that you can say is your starting slot receiver who was willing to be your starting fullback, there's something special about that type of guy, their brain. He was an excellent high school receiver, had an injury. As we tried to find roles for him because we like just the way he plays football, it started to emerge and then just was unable to keep that 225, 228 weight. And so as he kept staying around like 218, we just said, hey, let's put him in the slot and see how physical he can be, trying to win third down with, big people like that. And he's just done excellent. So, we can be in 11 personnel and all of a sudden get under center and have him be the fullback still. There's lots of things you can do with a guy like Janirin, but at the end of the day, he's just a winner. He's tough, really tough. He kind of emblematic of the type of guys I love to coach. And again, as we talk about positionless football, I think throughout the course of the year, you'll see him do a lot of things, the versatility that he brings.
He's odd. If you walked in, if you were in the hotel, if you were over at the Embassy Suites and he came down and you knew somebody that knew him and they introduced you to him, you would look at him and say, well, so what position? And when he says receiver, you'd be like, what? You play receiver? He's big. He's thick. He doesn't look like a receiver.
He is big.
Yeah, he's a big
great
dude.
young man.
He's tough dude. So yeah, he's interesting. What else interests you, Jake?
That was the majority of the stuff in the depth chart. I think
I was interested.
There's not really any surprises beyond that with what was listed yesterday, which is good.
Yeah, not anything. I mean, I'm interested in little things like Amari Sanders rose to the number 2 corner behind Tommy Hill. Amari Sanders is a true freshman from Miami who really came on late. I mean, he didn't go into camp and we were saying, watch Amari Sanders, like we were saying, watch Vincent Shavers, like we were saying, watch Ja'Cory Barney. We weren't doing that with him. He came on, he made a move. Bill understands this. Guys make moves, they make moves up the depth chart and then guys make moves down the depth chart. But Amari Sanders made a move. Derek Branch made a move. That's
you like seeing Vincent Shavers back up to John Bullock there.
Yeah, Shavers is going to play.
You're a fan of him.
Yeah, Shavers is going to play.
From Miami.
Yeah, Shavers is going to play. It's a trust. It's just he's got to prove that they can trust him. They lose Javin Wright. Obviously, he's not listed because he's hurt. I mean, listen, I'd like to see Javin Wright out there. They took a drop without Javin Wright. Just let's be clear on that. But those other guys are good. So yeah, that's I don't see I'll tell you what, the tackle thing is an issue. It is. Yeah, it just is. I mean, if you lose Corcoran, even in this game, you could be, I mean, it's trouble.
We'll get to more of that next second.
Okay,
Hold on. Hold your thought.
Okay,
Hold your thought.
Oh, yeah.
Before we get to break, though, I know you just devoured a pie, though. I know you just devoured a pie.
Yeah, JJ's.
But you still could be hungry after the pie, right? For breakfast following the show?
I am hungry.
Or bonus pie.
You might want to go to Early Bird.
Oh, why?
The Bird at 19th and K. They got a lot of free parking.
Yeah.
10 seconds from the door max, unless you're just lollygagging.
Fresh produce rolling in every day. I see the semis.
See this?
I see this. I drive right by the Bird every day. So's Jake.
I do.
He drives
every single day.
We whip right by the Bird.
It's our route to work.
It's our route. Yep.
Breakfast burritos. They got chicken fried steak, which is what, Bill?
Smothered
chicken fried steak. They got cinnamon roll pancakes and also the famous hash holes.
Hash hole.
That was better.
Yeah. We got to work on you.
That was
good.
That
was good.
That's pretty good.
That was good.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
I just love the fact that that our faithful listener or breaker gave the hash hole call, then got silenced, but then got the
I wish I could have been there for it.
God.
I wish you could have witnessed that in secrecy to see the moment.
No.
There has to be people. The workers now probably have to. I bet they've heard the hash hole call quite a few times.
Have.
I bet they're kind of, well, yeah, it's a group from
It's bold.
Yeah, it's very bold.
It's bold to do that.
Me and Jake heard it out at Beck's.
We did.
We're just walking.
Someone just yelled hash holes at us. We're walking by at Technology Taste in Goner.
It's taking on a world of itself.
Priceless.
Yes.
It is. You
and
guys
those people are all truthful, unlike Ben.
Yeah. Ben full of lies over here.
Yes, the web
Early
of lies.
Bird, 6 locations, 3 in Omaha, a couple in Iowa, and of course the one in Lincoln, 19th and K. Stop by 6:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. every single day.
Okay.
They're open there.
Well, they'll be packed this weekend.
I can't wait to see that on Saturday. It has to be packed for the football game. When we come back, a little dive on UTEP. They got a scary defensive player. Hear more about him next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT, from cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation right now at appliedconnective.com.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico!
Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
IT issues wreaking havoc on your day? It's time to hire the experts. It's time to hire Hamilton. When it comes to your business, you don't have time to worry about network security, data backup, and protection, or support when devices slow down or stop working. At Hamilton, we ensure that your technology is up to speed and works as hard as you do. Don't let IT issues slow you down. You deserve better. Hire Hamilton at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G35609. 993 must trade.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Segment 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Beck's Hybrids. Farmers, we know that volume discounts are a major factor when ordering seed. Oftentimes, discounts are lost buying from multiple brands. Beck's provides the most diverse product lineup available in the marketplace. Please go to beckshybrids.com for a full farm quote. And remember the 3 F's always: faith, family, and farming at Beck's Hybrids.
22,000 visitors / farmers attended Becknology Days across the country.
That's per Trevor as of this morning.
22,000. 22,000. It was incredible. And they all got ice cream cones. That probably what stands out the most is they all got ice cream cones. I guarantee somebody got an extra one. That's what was the ice cream setup was unbelievable.
That was me. I got the second one.
Did you?
I get 2.
Oh, I didn't know you. Whoa, I didn't know it was Jake. I didn't know it was Jake.
I thought someone else could do it too.
Did you fake him out, Jake? Did you act like he'd never been up there?
Yeah.
Like you,
I tried.
Did you try that one?
Yeah.
You
like
got 2.
You're
not even a farmer.
I tried to do it, sneaky.
Like you used to do
an hour apart here.
You used to go to Costco and you walk around, you get a sample, then you walk back around like you hadn't
That
been
one
there.
was good. I'm gonna get that one again.
You go back. Boy, those don't get me started on better times. Samples used to be they used to be incredible. Now they don't exist. COVID.
Did COVID take that out?
Pretty much. There's like one thing there. It used to be up and down every aisle. There would be. You could have a full meal going through Sam's or Costco. If not now.
If you're at Hy-Vee, it's now a miracle if one sample ever shows up. Like, whoa, this is breaking news. That's incredible.
Hy-Vee COVID took that out.
COVID-19.
COVID for that one.
Yeah. Yes.
That's too bad. You're right. Better
Very
times
much.
as a kid.
Yes.
Samples. Now, I don't
Samples.
remember it being that many, but because I still remember it being special. Like if there was a sample of some kind of cracker spread.
You went, oh yeah.
You were like, oh, and you always felt obligated to kind of engage the person. Like,
You
oh,
would.
this is really good.
This is what I might.
I've never had this before. This is good.
No chance of buying it either. No chance of getting it. Yeah, it's really good. What is that? Oh, that's got a unique taste.
I don't.
You want to buy it? No. I just want the free. I'm just hungry.
I don't remember that being a situation. Like, did they have the food right there that you could buy?
Oh yeah, whatever you have, you can get it right there. It's like, oh, this is a meatball. This is the whatever it is. It's right there. Whatever it is, that's right there. You can get it. You can purchase it.
Yeah.
Correct.
Or like, there was certain things that were
There's a lot of food on a toothpick, which is incredible.
Toothpick.
I always ask that when I go to weddings. Like, is there gonna be crock pots full of little wieners and barbecue sauce?
Helps.
Because that's
your first question.
That's my first question.
That helps.
It is first
Food question. Little wieners
in a crock pot. If you go to a reception, there's a crock pot full of mini wieners.
Yeah, you feel better.
Life's a lot better.
Yeah,
that's more me and Sip. That
that
wouldn't
never seen that one time ever before.
You're just looking for ways to make it tolerable.
Yes, and that's one.
That's one.
Yes,
tolerable.
You get your little plate. Get your little plate, and you got little mini wieners and with toothpicks. Oh, that's better times.
Half drunk.
Better times.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Beck's Hybrids for sponsoring our segment 2 as always.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now, I told you to hold your teas regarding the tackle position. And we talked about that a little bit in the first part. But there's a player that brings concern for UTEP. His name is Maurice Westmoreland. He had 7.5 sacks last season, 10.5 tackles for loss. He's seen as a first-team All-Conference USA player ahead of this season.
6'2", 250. This bears watching. This will be a fun part of Saturday to watch. Now, to inform everyone, he's number 0. Maurice Westmoreland is number 0 on the UTEP defense. he will be something to watch in this game that's interesting, how Nebraska's tackles hold up against him. It'll be very informative. I'm not saying this guy is who was the guy that came in for ASU, Suggs?
Terrell Suggs. Yeah, that'd be quite the comparison.
I'm not
there.
saying he's Terrell Suggs. Suggs, by the way, was the real deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that
He
night,
played like 14 years in the NFL.
He had a long career.
God, that night in Lincoln, you saw, oh boy.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think Westmoreland will be like that, but Nebraska, nobody, to steal a Bill's term, pushes back on the notion that Nebraska's a little shaky at tackle. Nobody does, not even a head coach. I mean, so let's see what that looks like. It's a great test for both those guys. I don't know, Bill, this is where you come in. I'm always tempted to say it'll be more Corcoran blocking him than Benhart, or they just move him around. Will they just move him around?
Well, there's a chance of that. Sometimes some of those guys are feeling way more comfortable on one side, and so sometimes you can those who can pass rush on both sides. But for the most part, usually they get pretty comfortable on one side that they like.
Hutchinson and was it Ojabo? Do you recognize that name?
Yeah, David at Michigan.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think they stayed pretty much static on their. I don't know. Do they move those guys around?
I couldn't tell you,
don't
but
think
for
that
the
much,
most part, you don't move a lot. There's
Okay.
some different things. You kind of somebody's like, I really feel comfortable on this side.
So that one of
What they
those
do.
tackles is.
But
gonna
you
be-
like matchups. Anytime you can get a matchup that you can do. You know, if I'm an inside, Sue's a different person as far as he could pass rush on anybody. But it'd be like, okay, if we're going to pass rush him like that, who's what guard's the weakest of the two? And you could always move him to that matchup type of thing. You can also,
you gotta listen to this.
can also jack yourself up some. You might just say, well, I think he would be better if he went to the left, but doesn't rush as well from the left. That's always the thing that you have to consider
Sure.
in all these different scenarios. So it'll be interesting to see if they do move him around with what they do. It's also shocking to me that if he was first team all conference and had 7.5 sacks, that he's still there.
That's a good call. Yep.
That's probably the most shocking. Isn't that weird?
Yep.
The
It
most
is.
shocking thing is that he's still at UTEP.
I praise him for that.
Yeah.
They must have got him some money, and they do have. Scotty Walden told me.
What did he tell you?
That they started a collect. They got their collective going when he got there, and they have a good collective.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty good. They had to get him some money, right?
I'm sure, but usually someone like that, that's when you find where are they going to be at? They're going to be at somewhere in the power forward.
Yeah.
Might be at you name it. It could be at one of those places. Because here's the reason I'm shocked that he's there. Is this the position? Offensive
Premium.
Sometimes it's a premium position. Pass rusher is such a premium position that's the part that stands out.
I'm not joking around. That's a good part of this day. Just to watch him and see what that looks like. See if they hold up. See if Nebraska can hold up. I mean, it's not. I'm really interested in that. Westmoreland, big strong name too.
Had sacks last year in games against Northwestern and Arizona consecutive weeks, 7.5 on the season. And in a nationally televised game, he had 2.5 sacks against FIU.
Yeah, that was
last year.
nationally televised. I remember that. Brando was doing nationally televised against FIU. Aren't all games nationally televised?
Pretty much all games are now national. There's no regional games. There's not.
Anyway.
ABC's got 3 games.
I saw that in the notes, and I did
I
get
was
a
reading
kick
the
out.
notes. Yeah. This is UTEP's notes here.
Nationally televised game against Florida International.
Well, so was SMU and Nevada, and so
nationally televised.
when I watched my San Jose State late at night, that's national. Everything's national now.
Pretty much
There's
that.
no such thing.
Anyway, we'll see what it looks like. And I got to tell you, I have not done any sort of deep dive on UTEP. They have
You
a
did
lot
talk
of
to their head coach before already.
yeah, they have a lot of new players.
Would you consider yourself friends after your time together at camp?
Walden, Scotty. No, not necessarily. I don't know if if we cross paths on the sideline before the game, if he'd remember me or not. Maybe. I mean, we're the same size. That might.
Well, try it. Just try walking by him during warmups.
He'd probably remember Sean.
Would he do like a thing you do with Howard Griffith? He said, "What's up, RB?" He said, and Howard says, "What's up, Sip?"
Yeah, and
you drop a "What's up, RB?" We just say, "What's up, Coach?"
What's
to
up,
him.
head coach?
Yep.
What's up, head coach?
HC?
He says, "What's up, Sip?"
HBC. That's HBC. I remember you.
I don't think that's heinous at all to say that to the of Ben.
Howard Griffith called you by name, and you
Yes.
said RB.
What's up, RB? That is fine. I would think he would think, oh, he knew I was a running back. Cool. That was a long time ago.
A long time ago. Yeah.
Cool. By the way, this is sort of idle chit chat injected into the final stages of this segment. If you ever met Jimbo Fisher, you guys would have a common talking point, Bill. You would go to him and say, "Hey, Jimbo, you played quarterback in college? I played quarterback in high school."
We'd go talk it out.
Jimbo was the national player of the year.
Division
Wow.
3?
Yeah.
Division
Jake.
3 national player of the year.
Yeah.
Is it Salem?
You got it.
That's right. Salem,
You
I
read
believe.
the football
I think
scoop.
I read
That got you, didn't it?
I think I read me.
Jimbo was the national player of the year.
Yeah.
Jimbo.
Is that better times for him?
No, he just made $19 million. He was just to
His
go
first
away.
payment.
That's
Yes, first payment.
True.
$19 million.
19
Life is
million.
pretty good.
Better times.
Still owes him another 50. Another 50-some million.
Life is pretty good.
I can't imagine him talking to his financial advisor. Well, let's make sure that gets a good return. You know, it's like,
How much money you need, Jimbo?
yeah. He's like, what would you? Does he just get on a jet and fly around like all day? I don't know. Let's go to Maine.
Let's do
Let's get
something.
some
We got all
lobster.
this money.
We got this money. Let's go get some lobster. Where at? Maine.
Why not?
Let's go up there.
When we come back, Bill's Thrills, Bugaboo Tuesday, and Song of the Day on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation right now at appliedconnective.com.
Gary with Gary Michaels Clothiers Lincoln. I'm here to tell you about our custom shirt program. When you come into the store, we measure your chest, mid-waist, and sleeve length. Enter the measurements in an app, and we create your data fit size. You then try on one of our 99 data fit shirts for the proper fit. After that, pick out the fabric, collar, cuff, placket, and in roughly 2 weeks, your shirts are delivered at the same cost of buying off the rack. And by the way, the neck fits too. Gary Michaels Custom Shirts at 56th and Pine Lake Road, Lincoln.
Are you ready to join a family-owned local company that values innovation, integrity, and excellence? Look no further than Lincoln Industries. They're hiring for first and third shift production roles, as well as multiple engineering and sales positions. Whether you're an engineer ready to design groundbreaking solutions or a sales professional eager to connect with clients, they've got a place for you. Come join their family. Visit www.lincolnindustries.com for more information.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in August. Try their chocolate chip banana bread muffins for a great summer breakfast or enjoy a bagel with pesto cream cheese. Don't forget the Joe Card membership. Unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per person per month. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. It's neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from, plus qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talk to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Hondas, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
You already know that Select Plumbing takes care of all your plumbing needs, including water heaters, faucet repairs, leaks, drips, sump pumps, and more. Now, they're able to help you with your heating and air conditioning as well. Select Plumbing has recently expanded into residential heating and air, and they're excited to bring this new service to their complete list of plumbing services. Call to book an appointment today at 402-560-6197 or go to selectplumbinginc.com, serving Lincoln, Seward, Milford, and the surrounding areas.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry.
This deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Power outages can impact traffic lights. If you come across a non-functioning traffic light, treat the intersection as a four-way stop. Learn more safety tips at les.com/safety.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Again, your song of the day from 1978. You're all I've got tonight.
Something's really scratchy.
Finally, is that better now?
Now it's better.
Okay, sorry, the headphones were too high there.
Oh, wow. We lost
My-
the whole song was scratchy, Jake.
It was fine.
Do it again.
I can't play it again. The song of the day is You're All
Oh, yeah.
I've Got Tonight by the Cars from 1978. 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Texture rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
78. I'd have guessed 81 with that. Give me some of their top songs, Steve.
Magic.
It's an incredible list.
Yes.
First of all, we'll get to your song. It's a great one. Thank you. God, you nailed it. You just hammered it. Hammered it. You're All I Got Tonight, Jake. Never would have guessed it. Good job. Oh, God, the songs that they have.
The Cars.
What a band. I mean, they are freaky good. How about Since You're Gone?
Oh, you took the big vacation.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I love that line.
Yeah.
I think that means you off yourself. But anyway, the You're All I've Got Tonight. Shake It Up. Just What I Needed. You're Just What I Needed. You know that song, right?
Yes.
There are songs you forget about that are incredible. It's All I Can Do is an incredible. You know what song that is? To Keep Waiting for You.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
They got their slow ballad of Drive. That's kind of a ballad by the Cars. Slow things down.
Good Times Roll.
Good.
Oh, there.
I love the start of that song. Let the good times roll.
Yeah. I'm thinking, how's it go? Do you know?
I can't do it real.
That's fine.
I don't have a pull.
I'm telling you, you just go through the list. It's incredible. There are Hello Again's a good song. So there you go, Jake. That's a good one though. That's one that's sort of a hidden gem for them. It's All I Can Do. Oh God, when I hear it, I'm always freaked out by it.
Tonight. Love that.
It's really good. They were really, 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 really good.
Everyone had the Cars 8-track. Everyone had that.
Album.
Our album. Yes, albums are the greatest, obviously, but the Cars was big. That was our era.
It was totally our era.
We knew every song. Everyone had it.
It was huge.
Cars also made the move from 8-track to cassette, which means they were popular in that era when it flipped over. Because 8-tracks were still going until about 80.
Yeah.
It's about when the flip went over, and all
they
started getting cassette players then at that time.
I think that's a pretty good number. You could maybe push that to about 82.
Could be. Well, I'm trying to think. I remember getting Shin Daddy put my Pioneer cassette in my Camaro, my $1,100 Camaro that was jacked up with.
He put it in.
He put it in. Yes, he put it in.
Shin Daddy
put it in on a
what
Friday.
What a dude.
On a Friday. Put it in. He's like, yeah, I'll put that in.
Ahead of
and it was hard because remember the car fumes came through the deal. It's really hard. And the gas gauge didn't work. And it was jacked up but didn't have skinny tires and no rims.
I love it. I love that. And it was kind of brownish.
Yeah, kind of a maroon. No spoiler. You may want to knock off Camaro. Yeah, I'll take that one. And thought nothing of it. Thought it was incredible.
Oh, it's better
times. I just wish I would have had I wish I grew up when I had the box of 8-tracks. Because that box was huge. We made the change. Yeah, but it was incredible.
We were more cassette oriented.
Yes.
What was that song again?
You're All I've Got Tonight.
9.3675. Yeah, it's a great song.
88421.
Yeah, those are good scores.
Ben, 6.2.
Ben, did you listen to it? Okay.
He won't get it.
Ben,
yeah.
5-1 maybe.
Yeah. What do you got, Ben?
7-3.
7-3.
We'll take a 7-3.
We'll take that.
Take a 7-3.
Anything in the text line, Jake?
We got a lot of scores today in the text line before we get to Bill's Thrills. Husker Mike and Waterloo, 9.5. How about that for a start?
Yeah.
Husker Mike, good taste in music.
We've got an 8 from, that's Kyle. Joe and Boulder says, not their best, but still very good, 7.5.
Yeah, solid.
Bill, who in Columbus?
Bert, 7.
That's huge.
That's
high
for
Bird.
That's like a 10. Bird, that's incredible. And we agree with it.
Bird likes that.
Yeah, 7 is very high. That's like a 10 for him.
Yeah.
Mike and Dalton, a 9. Jennifer, 7.5. Hubby, just a 5 on that one. That's low for hubby.
Wow.
That's low for hubby.
Look, once again, a little trouble in the household. Yeah. Rough
Hope
day.
Work that out.
Hope they work that out. Some strife.
Sean in Omaha, 8.88. Nice jam, he says in that one.
Jam.
Corey in Lincoln, 5. That's pretty high for Corey.
Yeah.
It's pretty high for him.
Stringent.
Mr. Sparky, 1.2. Ugly, he says there.
Why?
Scott in Bancroft, 4. Ann in Ankeny, 8.8. Nels in Big Fork, Montana, 6.5. Shamia, 6.4. Sanderson, 5.8. He says, no more cars.
I
don't think so,
Sandy.
Sanderson. I don't agree.
We're not going to do that, Sandy.
Yeah. Address that, Bill.
I'm taken aback from this. Sandy. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Sandy?
There'll be more cars. Yeah, we probably should talk off air.
Yeah,
when he brings in that donuts from that bizarre place he found here in Lincoln.
Mars.
Hidden gem. Number one donut place in the tri-state area. Just dumped into this place.
Yeah, I found this place, Lamar.
You have quite a selection. You believe it? Yeah, they opened up before. Yeah, everyone knows, Sandy. Yeah. Number one donut place in the tri-state area.
Jared, interesting.
Dumped into this one. Yeah, try this one out. Never heard of this.
Jimmy in Alliance 8.5. Jared from Ord 8.4.
Thank you, Jared.
Kyle and Hooper 9.1.
Hooper, Logan View.
And JP in Omaha 8.3. And how about Christian in Atchison 6.8?
We got Atchison, Kansas. Is that Atchison, Kansas?
It's a 308 number, so I don't know.
Oh, so no,
it says 308. Is there an Atchison? I know there's an Atkinson, Nebraska. There's no Atchison, Nebraska.
There must be. There must be.
News to me.
Jake, I don't want to bury the lead here. You picked a good song to take.
And you've given me a 9+ 2 straight days. And Bill's been, I think, high 8s 2 straight days.
Well, he played Diamond Girl. I mean,
Seals and Crofts.
It's a freaky song.
Freaky song.
Oh.
Seals and Crofts. Yeah. That was a
Well, it's now
Oh,
time,
yeah. What are we doing?
It's time to go from that to one of our favorite times of the entire week, which is, of course, Bill's Thrills. Bugaboo Tuesday. What is bothering Bill
Things that bother
today?
me.
Let's get to it.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
is
We
it gonna be
need it.
bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisor.
Yes, as always, Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. Call them at 402-730-7387 for all your financial needs. A free consultation at that with Mid-Plains Advisors. But today, it's all about things that bother Bill on Bugaboo Tuesday. Bill, what is bothering you today?
I thought I was going to slight change up. We're going to go back in time.
No, you're not.
Going to go back in time. Bugaboos.
He flipped it as he told us what was coming. Perfect.
Back in time. Cuisine and cutlery presentation that no longer exists. Cuisine and cutlery presentation that no longer exists. The lack of the use of fine china. Me and Sipple grew up in an era where our grandmas had it. Everyone, when you had a big meal, the special china came out, and also with that, like at my grandma's house, there was a sterling silverware in a wooden box, and it was velvet on the inside.
I'm tearing up.
And you would have all the utensils on the inside, and when you wash the dishes, they would do a count. We're missing a fork. We're missing a fork, and all hell would break loose. If you were missing them, you had to someone put it in the regular drawer. That's what happened.
You have a special gift.
And it was a big deal, but you don't see it anymore.
No.
We lived in an era, if you even like with us, me and Laura, like that. Let's get out the good china. The kids are going to be here. We don't have any good china. We have no idea what china even is. We have no special plates. Those handed down. We have no. That's not what no. But we grew up in an era where when you sat down to the meal, it's like, oh, yeah, they're getting the specials. You went and got it. You went and retrieved it.
What about the folded cloth napkin?
Yes.
With the silverware.
Yeah. And what's those things that go underneath it, too? What's that word that goes underneath the plate? There's a name for that also.
Placemat?
But no, not a placemat. This would be something a little bit different. But it was such a big deal.
Yes, it was.
When it came out. That was just giant. It was absolutely epic. And it was like, this has to be, if it's Thanksgiving, it was like, oh, it went, you got the big china.
You could write a book called Better Times.
It was Better Times.
You should consider it.
I'd read the book.
It's at this point now, this is genius.
I don't know about that. That's a little strong.
No, it's genius. No, it is genius. And this was more applied to my grandma. I mean, when we
grew up in this era, when you as a kid, it was like you got to find. Hey, be careful with that.
When you sat down to eat lunch, Grandma had it all made up.
Saying it's a charger.
What's a charger? That's what I'm looking for. A charger. Yes.
Thank you, Breaker.
Thank you.
She would have the folded napkin for lunch.
It was better times.
Times.
Right now, I'll just eat off a paper plate standing up.
Yeah.
This second, I didn't think anything of it, which is okay too. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just. Does anybody else remember the big box, the sterling silverware in the wooden box, and it was like hinged, and you opened it up and you brought the silverware out, and then you have to recount it when you put it back in. It was a big
missing
deal.
A fork.
Yeah, missing a fork. Anything from the text line, Jake?
We got some response to Bill's Thrills today. Someone says, IQ Crew says, Fine China is about the only time that the gravy boat came out as well.
Yeah, the gravy boat. We talked about that. Yes, the gravy. And you had also, there was a fine china butter dish also. It was a heavy lid.
Yep.
Took the heavy lid off, and there's all kinds of things that went with it. Sugar came in a little with the and it had the notch out of it for the little spoon.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yep.
You had that in there.
Yeah.
And there's also little China salt and pepper shakers also. And those also came out.
The sugar one was separate from the one you would have normally.
Yes.
You would have you'd have a fine China one and then your normal
one. Absolutely.
Hazelbear says, I have a box of gold-plated silverware one. My wife and I are both 38 years old.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. That's good.
Okay. Lisa says, we grew up with formal meals. I now have my mom's sterling chest and proudly use it. It's beautiful.
Nice.
Lisa.
That's another thing also. I wonder if that's Lisa from Minden. I wonder if that's who that is.
The 38.
My question for you is,
it's your friend. It's your friend.
Is
Lisa.
is that you want to, if you have it, use it. You use it on like a daily basis if you want to. Anytime you have a chance, use the fine china if you have it. But it was like, Jake, did you grow up in fine china time?
My grandma had fine china, yes. And my parents have the fine china at the house.
I bet they
They've
do.
never used it though. It just sits in the chest there.
We don't have fine china.
It's right by the table. We never use it though.
Anything else in the text line, Jake?
Yes.
We could do a whole show on this.
Sipple's #1 fan is the tep.
Good. Yeah, good.
The fine china comes out for Thanksgiving and Christmas Day only.
Yeah, I mean that was kind of where it was.
Yeah, kind of what it was, and it was big. It was just you knew it was coming out. And it was kind of like a deal where it's like you sent someone to get it, go get it, and when you brought it out, it was a big deal. It was a big deal.
Yeah, it was a big deal. I mean, it was my grandma. I mean, my grandma would do it.
Matt in State College, Pennsylvania, listening. He says, we got china for my wedding in 2017. We've packed and moved 4 times since. We have not used it 1 time.
Yeah.
But we have it
4 times since 2017.
That's the movement right there.
It's a lot of movement.
A lot of movement.
Sean in Omaha says, my 81-year-old father-in-law breaks out the fine silverware in a box every Thanksgiving and Easter.
Nice. Easter. Easter's an occasion for sure. That's an occasion.
Better times.
Doug in Northwest Lincoln says, better times. We still use the cloth napkins and bring out the fine china in honor of my mother-in-law.
God bless you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So thank you. There you go. That's the headline again, Bill, on that one.
The headlines: cuisine and cutlery presentation that no longer exists. The lack of fine china.
There we go. That's a wonderful edition of Bill's Thrills.
Trying to take us back.
Better
trying
time.
to go back. Trying to paint a picture.
Thank you.
Better times.
Dirk Scott and Tire sponsors that. When we come back, Matt Rule has spoken on Dylan Raiola from yesterday. We'll get more of that next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You've seen them come and go. Franchise testosterone clinics that pop up and then whoosh, they're gone. These franchise clinics quickly find out it's not easy to compete with Limitless Male. Limitless is locally owned and operated with a flawless protocol that has elevated them to be the best in men's testosterone replacement and sexual performance. By adding GLP-1s, our patients are losing weight in a healthy way. To feel your optimal best, schedule a free consult at limitlessmale.com.
You can help fight deadly diseases like RSV and influenza while getting paid for your time. Velocity Clinical Research is now seeking clinical trial participants in your area. Participants can receive compensation for study-related time. No health insurance is needed to join. Find a study near you at velocitytrials.com. That's velocitytrials.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran, for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Anderson Ford, Tanner's Bar and Grill, Tavern 180, Vinnie Kreekak of State Farm Insurance, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
NEBCO is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEBCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEBCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry, this deal ends soon. See Home Club for details.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation right now at appliedconnective.com.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2, as always, sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank, member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. And what's going on today in Creighton with Shin Daddy, Bill?
I think this will be something. This won't hit with you, Jake, because it's he's going back in time. He's going back to better times. Steve had a semi show up yesterday from Nashville, and that's where they got everything from Nashville. He's got 1,800 of these. So what he's done is he's relived the record store magic. He has turned the lobby into a giant record store where albums are set up. And so it looks like what we used to walk into, Steve. Remember
like dirt cheap.
Yeah, exactly. You walk in there, and Jake, there would just, and you would just, is all alphabet, all by the alphabet, and you just remember you thumb through them, boom, 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 and you'd pull it out, and it would be incredible art, pictures. If it was a live
Karen
album,
Carpenter.
Oh, it was better times. So Steve has set up the lobby as if it's an old school record shop.
That took a lot of doing.
He did. 1,800 albums he brought in. 1,800 albums, and they're all for sale, but they're for sale at a price from when they came out.
Did he bring in a dude that has kind of long hair, Birkenstocks and jeans on, and
then, like,
sort of surly?
Remember the vest? It was kind of fringed. He had his vest on, like that. And yeah, Birkenstocks like that. Just kind of helpful like that. Oh God, that was the best.
So this is elaborate.
This is elaborate. It's pretty elaborate. So you can come in anytime. You can buy old time vinyl right now. Old time records that are still.
Anytime, posters on the wall.
Posters on the wall. Yes, absolutely. God, it was just better times going through. When you went to those,
he used to do a lot of work.
Remember, and then you would find some obscure albums. You'd find some things you go, what in the world is this?
Mm-hmm.
And the artwork was incredible. It was just incredible to open up and see the pictures and different things. God,
yeah. This is interesting. So you'll be going into a bank and feel like you're going into a record store.
Yeah, it's like 1969.
I like that.
Remember they had recycled sounds, Jake, right over here?
Yes.
Right over here.
That was not that far away.
Yeah,
yes.
right away.
Yes.
That closed down, but it was like that.
We'll get a Boston album if you want it. Yeah.
You could go in there and it's like you're stepping back into better times.
So that's what Steve's doing today.
Well, that sounds like a delightful time in Creighton. Yeah, delightful. I said that.
Delightful. Jake didn't sound very enthused. Of course, he doesn't know it though. He doesn't understand what he's missing.
Trying to envision it. It sounds awesome.
If you didn't live it, if you didn't know what that was like to go into a record store, and then a lot of times you'd ask them, they go, "Well, I'll see if I can find it for you." And it was incredible.
You can't explain this type of thing to a younger person.
No, right now there's people that they'll be pushing back. There's probably some in the text line that's pushing with us.
What are you guys talking about? It's a record store.
Just different. You just download it now.
Yeah.
What's the excitement of that?
Yeah.
Oh, and when you left with the album, God, it was you couldn't wait to get home to rip it open.
The magic words. Bill just said the magic words. You just download it now.
Not the
There's
same.
nothing.
I'm not.
Well, I remember going. Imagine better times 20 years now. Remember what it was like going through iTunes? Oh, that's incredible. No, said no one.
Nobody
said no one ever.
No one. But going to a record store, it will change your life.
Go get an album. I mean, Brian Redrow listens to he's my friend Red, and I was thinking during your Cars presentation or after you played the Cars, I can remember the moment. And Red will be maybe embarrassed by me saying this. I can remember the moment he bought that album and had it at his house, and we listened to it. It was amazing.
Over and over again.
Yeah, it was amazing. Red may or may not remember that. I remember it vividly. He had that new Cars album, and I was like, "Whoa,
better times,
better times." Thank you to Shin Daddy.
Can you just download it?
Nah, just download it now. You want to listen to it? I can get it in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, just download.
Yeah, or before let's drive down to the record store.
I got it on my earbuds. You can't hear it.
You can't hear it.
You can't hear anything.
For me and me only.
I tried to talk to somebody at Planet Fitness yesterday. You can't do that. I was going to compliment him. No.
About his shoes?
No, he did there is a dude there, by the way. I don't mind saying this. It's interesting. He's bigger than Tonio Finotti. He's a Polynesian guy. He's bigger than Finotti. He is a monster. And he was doing incline bench. You guys understand this. Bill, you were around weight rooms your whole life. He had 4 plates on each side. And he was doing 4 plates on each side.
Incline
bench, 4 plates on each side, and he's going like this.
What?
Yeah, the guy is
That's not
incredible.
right.
No,
That's not right.
No, it is remarkable. He's a remarkable human being. I mean, he's big, happy guy. Just put 4 on there. It's incredible.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, I looked on
that's
and wonder. He's bigger than Tony Ufinotti. He looks like Tony Ufinotti, just bigger.
Well,
think about bigger
impressive.
than Tony Ufinotti.
I'd like to meet this guy. I
You
really
would.
do.
Super nice too.
Yeah.
Always smiling. Always
gotta
smiling.
meet this fella.
Yeah.
Thanks to Shin Daddy Midwest Bank for sponsoring Hour 2 as always. Dylan, Matt Rule.
Oh yeah, this is big.
Spoke yesterday at the press conference about about a lot of things, including Dylan Raiola, as you might expect.
Yeah.
Is he going to ease Raiola in? Here's Matt Rule himself.
Yeah, this is good.
No, we're not thinking that way at all. No. I'd rather lose the first game than the last game. So we're not going to ease into it. We're going to play.
No easing in for Dylan
It's
Raiola.
interesting. Rule has this big picture discussion in his mind, and it's interesting when he says stuff like that. Say it again. Play that again.
No, we're not thinking that way at all. No. I'd rather lose the first game than the last game. So we're not going to ease into it. We're going to play.
I'd rather lose the first game than the last game. Okay, that makes sense. I never think of it that way. That's you coaches think differently in a good way. He's not easing. He's not. God dang, I pulled up the wrong story. Hold on a second. Yeah, they're throwing him into it. Dylan. They're not. I don't know what you could do. There's different things you can do with a younger quarterback to ease into it. And I think they just feel like they don't have to do that with Dylan. And he couldn't really explain it. He said, this is just where I'm at right now. It's just where I'm at. I don't know if I'd be like this with anyone else. I don't know. It's just where I'm at. And I think that's just, Dylan is different. He's smarter than most young quarterbacks. And I say that very confidently. He is. He's smarter. He reads well. He happens to have a really strong arm. But I don't think his strength is his physical attributes. I think his strength is his brain. He's super intelligent and likes that part of football. Bill would attest to this. Not all guys do. Not all guys study it. Not all guys understand it at a high level. Some do. Dylan does. And he likes that part. So I think that's one reason you can just say, yeah, he's got physical attributes, but he's smart. He'll know what he's doing out there. So that's why you can do it. It's going to be really interesting on Saturday to watch Dylan.
Like when he talks about not easing him into it, you're not gonna have like 45 rushes in a couple
Right,
passes. He wants to actually let him unleash him a little bit. Hey, show us you're a quarterback. You can lead us somewhere this year.
Let's be a normal offense.
Yeah.
His first 2 or 3 passes could be several. It could be who knows how many in a row, but they'll be completions. This first pass won't be some sort of crazy difficult throw. It's going to be, he's going to start off well. Don't be shocked if you're all of a sudden he's 6 for 6 to start it off. And with passes that are, and then things will go from there. But you always want to get your quarterback started, especially young, first start, get a couple completions,
Get him in a rhythm.
Whether it's a bubble, whether it's a simple throw, just to kind of get a couple things kind of going a little bit.
The old tunnel screen.
But anyway, something of that nature.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Get him going. I will just see how he is. I think he'll settle in okay. You got to watch 0 for UTEP. You do got to watch that.
Westmoreland.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'm not joking. You got to watch that. If he's coming off the edge and bothering Dylan, that's a problem. Because it's a problem because then you wonder, is it going to be a problem all season? Now, Dylan, I don't think Dylan will scramble out of there as much as some quarterbacks we've seen at Nebraska. I think he'll do more. I don't know, Bill. What do you think? I think he'll step up in the pocket more. He's not going to be a guy who takes off.
I haven't watched enough of him to be able to see, but most likely he'll have a lot of movement to just keep to extend plays, but still have eyes down the field. Some people are almost instant to tuck it and to run because they have a skill set to be able to do that. And that's also a scary skill set also.
Oh, it is. And Dylan, I don't want to portray him as just being immobile. He's not immobile. He's athletic. He's just not super fast. But I'll tell you what, when he gets rolling down the field, it looks pretty good because he's a big dude. I mean, and he is athletic. He just doesn't want to be a running quarterback. So yeah, he'll keep his eyes down the field. He'll probably throw a lot of balls at the line of right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll set some easy completion. There'll be some play action shots for them to take. They'll be very well. Now when things change is down in distance. When all of a sudden you don't know what your script is, or all of a sudden it's the first series and you have a 3rd and 12. Whatever reason, something happened.
What?
Now I got to throw a ball to be able to do that. But he can do all that. I'm just saying, in general, it's like, let's get the quarterback kind of started a little bit. Let's get a couple completions here going for him. Because no matter what, it helps you. It helps
for sure. You know what's interesting that we don't really give voice to that often because we haven't seen any games, and I guess I could be wrong. I just think the thing I'm interested in, I think the talent is it's tilted toward the receiver room. They're better at receiver than anywhere on offense. I mean, and I lump the tight into that conversation. Your best players on offense are, Nayor, Banks, Fedoni, Ja'Cory Barney, those, Jalen Lloyd. Those are your best guys. So how is it going to work? I mean, how much are you going to run when your best guys are those guys? In running back, it's just, they're not nearly as good at running back as they are at receiver. They're not. So how's that going to look? I don't know. I'm really interested in what Satterfield does. Rule says it's everybody's offensive philosophies. Get the ball into the hands of your best players. Well, your best players are at those positions. So I want to see how I guess what I'm talking about is run pass ratio. What's it going to look like? I don't know.
At one point yesterday, Rule mentioned he wanted Raiola to be aggressive on offense. This is a team that had significant turnover problems last year. How do you be aggressive and still be wary of turnover issues? How do you attack that?
You were a quarterback.
How do you balance that?
Bill, you were a quarterback.
Let's talk about it. Playing Scribner, some thoughts going through my head. My dad told me to be aggressive.
Ron was a coach and you were the quarterback.
Yes.
You should be able to answer quarterback questions. We'd lean on you for quarterback questions.
They'll just call their offense, and like I said, they'll have an aggressive part of it. You just trust your read. That's all you're doing. That's it. There's not a lot of I don't know about that. That's pretty dangerous. That's dangerous. They don't have a lot of. I mean, dangerous plays are double reverse passes, where a lot of things can go wrong. Things like that. They don't have that. I mean, so they're just going to call their normal offense, and with if they have this, you take this. If you don't, you take the check down. That's what you're looking for. Is great progression of like, boom, we have this, I did the right thing.
Yeah.
Everything. That's what you're looking for.
Hey.
And then just making smart decisions. And it's also, there's a couple things. It's okay to throw it away. And it's okay to punt. It can happen sometimes. Yeah, we had to punt. Okay, we punted. That's fine. Play again. Instead of the turnover. So something, trying to extend it, doing something where it's like, I know. Now we have a bad turnover. So those are things. But there's not a lot of like, well, right away, then all of a sudden Satterfield's calling the play, and right about that, that's an aggressive play. Watch the turnover. That's not what they're saying.
Can't do that.
Just let them play.
That. I mean, I think one way you can look at that, Jake, is to say we're just going to be aggressive. That and being aggressive and cutting loose can help minimize turnovers in kind of its own way. I think being cautious often leads to turnovers, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
If you're always being cautious with the ball, I think that can be a problem. And you have a quarterback who's got a gun. I don't want to stifle him too much,
And you'll see the shots. This is everyone. This is Nebraska, but this is you're watching football across the board. When you see potential for big plays, that's going to be on P and 10, possession and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 1s. Those situations are going to be play action shots.
P and 10.
They're going to try to get deep over routes and some different pass concepts. They're going to get some shots. They know they're probably going to get a one high look, and they're going to say we can have a chance at this one. That's when also they threw the ball on the field 50 yards. It'll be on a 1st and 10, a P and 10. That's when it's going to be play action in that situation.
See, think about it. What we're saying, what I got to keep saying is the receiver core is that's the strength. Think about the deep options you have now. You have Lloyd, Barney, and Nayor.
Speed.
Yeah, those are three serious speed guys. Yeah. You have 3 of them. That's good.
Yeah.
You're in good shape.
We have a question from the text line. Joe in Boulder.
Joe.
Bill, you had mentioned the plan for Raiola to get him confident off the bat, some short, easy passes. He says, as a defensive coordinator, if you knew the opponent was going to try simple passes to get their new quarterback in rhythm, how would you defend that to shake him up?
I'd probably say, hey, run the simple defense. Probably the simple stop defense. There's
Run
not
a defense where he gets stopped.
there's not a lot you're going to do to say you just have awareness of quick game, 3-step drop, different things that can happen. There's not a lot of things that you do differently for that to happen because that's everywhere. So when you played Mike Leach, he would throw the ball sideways to start off. He get the whole defense running in one direction, then get them all running back the other direction, like 2 plays. So we get easy touches, sideways flare to the running back, some type of screen game, something going just to get him going. That was very common when you played against him as a philosophy that he had. So you had to be ready to go with that. So you don't have a lot of different things where you just kind of say this, just say, hey, this, you talk through it as what we expect early. You're not going to usually get on the first play of the game a double move, slant and go. That's just not that's not going to be the part that's going to come. But something's going to come off of that because play callers always set up plays. So you always want to talk through. Anytime something happens right away in the silence, the first thing you're saying to them is like, "Hey, what's coming next? What's coming next?"
Interesting.
So there's not a lot of things you would do differently defensive wise to be able to do that. And the other part too, like on the shots down the field on that P. That's just everyday football. That's not something like, well, that'll be very something different that Nebraska's doing. That's just everyone who does it. When the shots go down the field, it's on those type of situations.
Interesting. I mean, we don't know what exactly it's going to look like. That's part of the fun, right?
Yeah, they're just going to. If you said one thing, you'd have to just take a pretty good hypothesis on. They're just going to run their offense.
That's exactly what rules say.
Just we're just going to run. We're just going to. We have
we're going to run our offense.
Yeah, just there's no. We're not going to. Well, let's try to dumb it down, or let's try to be just run our offense. Call the game as if you're playing Iowa.
It's almost exactly what he said. He said we're not trying to trick anybody. I mean, we're just going to do what we do. And Dylan's going to take his drops and read his progressions and be a quarterback. That's what you do. They got a good one. God, Jake hasn't done this. I'm surprised because I used to say this stuff about Sims and I get reminded of it. They got a quarterback. I said it last year. Dead wrong. I hope I'm not wrong this time. I'm usually
That'd be devastating for this fan base. It was like last year.
He has 1 touchdown pass and 6 picks.
Yeah, and some fumbles. And
the thing,
drop snaps too.
The thing that'll stand out the most in the game is when it's over. There's gonna be 2 things going to stand out for the big picture. It's going to be just how did it look. You can just say you're going to say it looked pretty good, or it didn't look as good as I was hoping. You're just going to say it looked. Well, what about this? What about the pass? No, how did it look? Looked pretty good. And the second thing is going to be when the game's over. It's going to be how do we do injury wise?
Yep.
That's the thing you're going to be talking about because that's where where seasons can change. With all of a sudden, it's like, okay, yeah, we played really well. We won 42-9, but there's a but at the end because the buts hurt you as you get into the Big Ten and down the road.
So right, and you know what? To the first part, you know what good football looks.
Yeah, just look at it. Just go, man. You know. Is there any part about what would you say the most by Georgia Tech? That looked good.
It did.
That looked really good. The quarterback made plays, ran the ball, threw it efficiently, no turnovers. They ran the football with their running back also.
And the forgotten part of that game is they flew around on defense.
They did.
They looked good on defense.
You said how'd they look? That's what
they did.
That's what you want at the end of the game. It's like, what'd you guys think of the game? I thought they looked good.
Georgia Tech is no fluke. I mean, they looked all right. I'm not.
And you knew it right away. You said you watched Nevada. What'd you say?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah. SMU didn't look as good.
No.
There's not one. Even their head coach came out afterwards and just said, "Wow, my job to have them ready to play. Didn't have them ready to play.
Jake, they weren't ready."
And then he also said, "He goes, give Nevada a lot of credit for us not playing well, but we weren't ready to play."
Nevada took the fight to them.
Yeah,
they did. If I was Rhett Lashley, I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
well, that's a wake up call.
You're happy you won that flight home. It was the next. They got coached really hard this week.
I bet they did.
They got coached really hard this week.
When we come back, Dabo Swinney, no more phone calls during his show. We'll tell you more about that next in Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Have you been told by your physician that your testosterone level is fine, but you don't feel fine? Get a second opinion. If your testosterone level is 200, 350, even 500, and you still have symptoms, come to Limitless Male. We treat the person and the symptoms, not the number. Our mission is for you to feel optimal again. So if you're tired all the time, no energy, brain fog, muscle loss, nothing left in the tank, get your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Are you ready to join a family-owned local company that values innovation, integrity, and excellence? Look no further than Lincoln Industries. They're hiring for first and third shift production roles, as well as multiple engineering and sales positions. Whether you're an engineer ready to design groundbreaking solutions or a sales professional eager to connect with clients, they've got a place for you. Come join their family. Visit www.lincolnindustries.com for more information.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with laborers starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for laborers, mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
Follow the Huskers to the City of Angels when Nebraska plays at USC in November. Book your official Nebraska alumni travel package at huskerfantravel.com. Choose from 2 or 3 night options that include a downtown LA hotel, exclusive welcome event, game day transportation, and the official Husker Huddle pregame party. Add on game tickets for an optional upgrade. Transportation to and from LA not included. Join the official Nebraska alumni trip to see the Huskers play at USC. Spots are limited, so book your trip now at huskerfantravel.com.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy Labor Day. They are thankful for everyone in the workforce who makes this country great and celebrate a deserved day off to rest and reflect. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care. Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. HealthLink is elevating the human experience with holistic health, weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and wellness solutions. They offer one-on-one health coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. HealthLink provides nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacement snacks, and supplements. But that's not all. If you mention 93.7 The Ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a HealthLink subscription. Find your missing link with HealthLink today on the southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers, or by phone at 402-858-9356.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today. I'm ready. Burgers? Check. Chips? Check. Icy cold beer? Check. Except this one. I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread? I can't stop eating it. Rico, relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
This
good morning, little brother.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Dana Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Quick plug for our friends in Holdridge. Score One Smoking barbecue rubs and sauces for both competition and you just want to grill at your house.
If you want to be number one, if you want to score a one,
yeah, you should probably get his stuff.
Oh.
Chris's stuff. Score One Smoking. ScoreOneSmoking.com. Also on Facebook and Instagram at Score One Smoking.
Let's not forget now. Also, guys, he also caters. He also will send you. He'll send also all of his pre-cooked foods also, but he's also available for catering. And this is the season for tailgates and all that. Chris is available. I mean, he's knocking it out of the park. He's the number one barbecuer in a 500-mile radius, and he's on our show.
That means a lot.
That's
significant.
A lot. Yes.
That's significant. So ScoreOneSmoking.com. Check it out today. If you guys recall, back in, I looked it up, it was late October of 2023. Dabo Swinney, Clemson head coach, had his weekly radio show.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, there's a person named Tyler in Spartanburg that was bothering Dabo. And I can't play the whole thing. It's like I'm not playing the whole thing, but I'll play the part where Dabo got upset. Okay? Because it was gone for about 2 minutes or so of anger. Here was wrapping up things for Tyler and Dabo's response back from late October of last year.
$1 billion to go 4-4, and it's not just this year. It's been, just the refusal to accept.
Hey, what's this guy's name?
Tyler.
Hey, Tyler. I've listened to enough of you, Tyler. Listen, you can have all your opinions that you want. All right. I don't know how old you are. Don't really care. All right. But let me tell you something. We won 11 games last year, and you're part of the problem, to be honest with you, because that is part of the problem. It's people like you that do that. All you do is the appreciation. The expectation is greater than the appreciation. And that's the problem. And so, we've won 12, 10-plus win seasons in a row. That's happened 3 times in 150 years. So if you want to know why, Clemson ain't sniffed a national championship for 35 years. We've won 2 in 7 years. And there's only 2 other teams that can say that, Georgia and Alabama.
Okay, that's part of Dabo's retort from that call.
Good retort.
Again, didn't play all the audio, but it was 2 minutes of Tyler ripping him basically for the demise of Clemson. Although Dabo's saying, listen, we've had success, my friend.
Yeah.
Not only did they win 2, they lost 2 within
Right.
the same couple of years. And as LSU, that's who we beat. My point is that they were in the national championship game like 4 out of 7 years,
Which is remarkable. That's insane.
It's remarkable. Yeah. And Tyler got skewered there.
He did.
And Tyler, he did. He got skewered, and that was good. Dabo did a good job there. The thing that Tyler did that you didn't hear, he played a card that I hate it when people play. You're making $11.5 million a year. I mean, come on. It's the relevance is borderline. I mean, what? So what do you do if you're 4-4? You take $5 million away from the coach? I mean, come on. It's stupid. It's a stupid conversation. But I will say this, Dabo, don't do this. Don't stop taking calls. I don't know why you do that. So he's going to take text and email questions. Just face the music. And if a caller gets unwieldy, just hang in there.
But yeah, Dabo is no longer taking phone calls.
Yeah, I wish
on
he
his
wouldn't
show.
do
And
that.
that's why I brought up. He's not, as of yesterday, he's announced he's not going to take phone calls on his weekly radio show anymore.
There's a couple things with that. Is that he's probably he was being very good, because tell me what head coaches take phone calls.
They don't very often.
Right now he was in like a 2% probably.
Yeah.
I don't see
Rule
Saban and Kirby.
They take them here. I don't know. They do in the preseason, I think.
It's just that's not common.
No.
It's not common for them to take calls.
That's a good point.
Because it can just all it can really do is end badly.
Okay, yes and no. Most people are pretty good. Now, when you start losing, it can get ugly. But here's the thing: if you do it, then just keep doing it.
Yeah, so I'm with that.
Yeah,
I'm
if
kind
you
of okay.
do it,
If
just
you
keep
started,
doing it.
if you've done that, yes.
Don't not.
Probably what it's been is that, like I said, he was very unique. That he was taking the fact that they were 4-4, and he was taking phone calls.
Yeah.
And that's
It's tough to do.
That's tough for it to start off
But
with.
can't you, as a coach? I know I could do this. See, now you could say simple. It's really easy for you to say, but I think I could do it. Just say, yeah, I'm gonna take an hour of calls, and I know that if we're 4-4, worse than now, it's gonna get rough. And I know it's gonna get rough. I just gotta deal with it for an hour. And if it gets rough, you can always hang up on a guy that's getting really bad. Most won't. Most fans won't. I mean, every so often there'll be somebody that gets loose. And I didn't think Tyler was horrible. He wasn't horrible. I mean, he wasn't vindictive and crazy. He just was clearly upset. But Dabo got him. I mean, he got him.
Don't stop. At that point, there's a very spoiled, entitled fan base for what, like I said, 4 out of 7.
Be careful over there.
Years in a title game.
Yeah, I mean, it got that way here.
I know that.
That's why I say be careful, because we're no different. It got really bad here that way.
Understood.
Yeah. Now we'll see what happens at Clemson. I don't know. I don't know what will happen with Clemson this year. I don't know what he's got over there.
They got a pretty good team. They got a pretty good team. Just
ranked 15th preseason.
Yeah, won't shock me if that game this weekend is still pretty good. Georgia and Clemson.
Clemson, Georgia.
Yeah,
this
that's
weekend.
week 1.
Yeah.
Oh, Miami and Florida, Clemson and Georgia, Penn State and West Virginia. Good God.
Yeah, we got some games.
There's some games. There's some games. That's like I said. I'll be doing a lot of flipping. I know what Nebraska is on.
They play UTEP at 2:30.
Yeah, I know that station.
2:30.
Yeah,
Station.
Fox.
It's on Fox.
Yeah,
on Fox.
Do some hamburger flipping too.
There's Fox right there.
Right there. So that'll be a lot of flipping because there's some games on during that time because I think it'll be a pretty easily handled game by Nebraska. But that Florida Miami game is intriguing. Mayhem game, as everyone's calling it. Mayhem, because whoever loses that game, the fan base is going to be up in arms. Mark it down right now. Florida.
Whoa,
you like Florida?
There it is.
Taking the Gators.
There it is. There's
taking
the
upset
Gators
special. Taking the Gators.
Okay. Mark that down.
This year's West Virginia.
We have to keep track. We should keep track of our predictions.
Now, this is early, Bill, because it's not Friday. We do FSPs on Friday. Now, is that an FSP? Just with Florida Storm? Probably not, right? Against Miami? Miami's ranked.
It's got a
Florida's
chance.
not.
I think it all depends on how it ends. If they win by 13, it's kind of controlling. They're kind of grinding the clock out. No.
Storm.
But if it's crazy ending, we'll do the field stormings that'll come up. We'll take a hard look
We'll
at that.
look at FSPs. I can't.
Oh,
I love
FSPs.
I love.
Yeah.
Love
We
head
had- and we-
scratchers on
and we-
Mondays and FSPs.
And
on
we hit a
Fridays.
lot of those last year. We hit the field stormings. It was really good. I love when people have to launch over a wall, and all of a sudden there's usually someone going like, I don't know if I should do this, and all of a sudden I'm going, and all of a sudden launch themselves over.
Or somebody runs into somebody like happened on a basketball court.
Connie, poor Connie.
Oh, she was storming.
Yeah, she was storming the court.
Yeah, think how Caitlin Clark
flopped.
Oh yeah, Clark flopped.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right, Connie.
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
That's my
took out
first-
Connie.
Yeah.
We gotta see if we can get her on the
Ridiculous.
phone.
We
I'd
need
love
to
to
talk
talk
to
to her. It'd be awesome to talk to her. She's just running out there. She's
out to the party with.
She
She
just
didn't know
runs
who
into
she ran
Caitlin
into.
Clark.
She had no idea who she ran into.
It was great.
Yeah.
She's in
great.
class on Monday.
Yep.
Did I run into Caitlin Clark?
Clark?
I guess so.
I guess I did.
Hey,
Everybody's saying
her parents, is that you? Connie, I think I just saw you on TV.
Connie.
You ran into Caitlin Clark. You need to watch where you're going.
Watch it. Hey, we're okay with your storming. Just keep your head up. Let's find out what's going on out there. But no, like I said, that's an interesting situation. If you were doing it, I would agree. You'd like to maybe try to stay with it, but
keep going.
I have my respect for what he has done at Clemson. It's so ridiculous. He's
incredible.
He's an absolute star and still is. So
no, he didn't forget how to coach.
No, he did not. Let's play the game show. Give us a call right now at 464-568. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. You guys lost yesterday, so 0-1 in the week. Today, Sip, please turn that roster over because we're doing depth chart. Homes of current Huskers. Where are they from?
Please
turn. I mean, most of these states.
Yeah,
I don't need this
current,
city, but
no, I got it.
yeah.
Oh, you'll know.
Yeah, I don't need this. I need the state. So we'll do it that way. I don't need the city or the town.
I'll get you the cities.
We can.
Yeah,
I love that.
You'll have that.
Generally,
I wish it was like from 1978.
No, that's the thing. I shouldn't act so confident. I'm really good at the formers, not as much the current. Yeah, no,
the
you're
current
right.
I won't have
70s and 80s. We'd nail everyone.
464-5685. Shut Up Sipple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
464-5685. Call the date down. Sip and Bill in trivia. Homes of current Husker football players. Sip feels good about this. I think
Pretty
Bill
good.
does.
I don't.
Okay, Bill does not. Steele, how do you feel about homes of current Husker football players, Steele?
You know, that could be tough for me. I follow the recruiting trail, but
Okay, that helps.
maybe not that closely.
Okay, well, we'll see how this goes.
Thanks for calling it.
Bill is a lifeline for Sip for one question. As always, Steele, first question to you. What state is senior defensive tackle Ty Robinson from?
For God's sake.
It should be easy.
Got it.
Ty Robinson,
That one I do know. We know it.
is he from Missouri?
Missouri. No,
Good guess. That's really a good guess.
he's not from Missouri.
You know, I should have the town. I think it's Gilbert, Arizona.
Brilliant.
Gilbert, Arizona is correct.
Gilbert, Arizona.
I just needed Arizona, but now you're just bragging.
Now he's just showing. Now he's showing off.
Now he's just getting cocky.
Just showing off.
1-0 lead. Sorry, Steele, cut you off. Sip, first question. You're up 1-0. What state is junior defensive end Jamari Butler from?
Oh, come on. I know the town.
Do it. Show off.
Oh, is it?
This is your question. I was like, what
just happened?
I was distracted by something.
What just happened?
Ben probably knows too, right? Huh? Yeah, Mobile, Alabama.
Brilliant.
He was a great basketball player.
2-0 lead. Steele, last question
He
to
only
stay
played.
alive.
He only played 1 year of high school football. Had 22 tackles for loss. So hello.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
1 year. To stay alive, last question, Steele, down 2-0. What state is junior safety Malcolm Hartzog from?
Oh man, Malcolm Hartzog.
I know
He
it's
is from Mississippi.
Yeah, he nailed it.
Brilliant.
What town, Sip? You know where he's from?
I don't think I can say the town. What is it?
You know, I remember the town because it's from. Man, I went to high school for a bit at Silver Lake.
Silver
something like
Creek.
that.
Silver Creek is where he's
Good.
from. Silver Creek.
I didn't
so
know
good job,
that.
Steele.
Okay.
But
Okay.
Sip for the win, and
Okay,
Bill
Bill's
is in
in
play
play.
here,
Bill's
up
in
2-1. What state is sophomore guard Justin Evans from?
Oh, come on, Jake.
New Jersey.
Bill wanted in, and he got
one
it
it
right.
in. Yeah, it's one it in a little bit.
I don't know that I can say exactly.
You know where he's from in
Give me a
New
second.
Jersey?
Give me a second.
Okay, you get 5 seconds here. You've already won the game, so nothing
I know.
to lose. Thank you, Steele. We'll get you
I
back on
should
top.
know. Is it Irvington?
No.
Yes.
I got an East Orange on here.
Well, East Orange, but he went
East-
to
Okay.
he went to Irvington High School.
Okay. Per the depth chart, it says East Orange.
Yes,
So
East Orange.
blame
Okay.
Keith
Played
Lamp,
for
I guess.
Smoke.
Played for Smoke.
Smoke. That's the name of the coach. Smoke. He wears cleats to practice.
Oh, Smoke does.
Yeah, he wears cleats to
That's
practice.
sweet.
Yeah, well, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wants to do some examples.
I like that.
He has wears cleats to practice.
I like
Yes.
that. I like
Okay,
that.
this-
Mike Dawson recruited him.
This is a question for Bill for the tiebreaker. I'm going again off of this, the depth chart, the 2 deep.
Hey, Jake.
Okay. How many players on Nebraska's 2 deep are listed at 300 plus pounds?
Oh, in the 2 deep.
Yeah.
2 deep.
Is that
300 plus?
No, okay. I'll be very on 2 of these. There's 3 players listed. Okay, I mean, there's a couple with
More,
3 players.
right.
Let's go to 3 deep then.
Yeah, just 3 deep.
300
The
plus.
depth chart that was listed. How many guys 300 plus on the depth chart? That was
6?
Given it.
I'm going 6.
That's a good number. I'm going to go a little over.
It's actually 12.
Really?
Here's the guys 300 plus in the roster. Turner on the depth chart. Turner Corcoran, Grant Segrin, Justin Evans at 315, Henry Lutovsky 320, Jason Machichak is at 305.
Shake Shack.
McShake Shack, yeah. Ben Scott 310, Micah Mazuka's 325, Tyler Knack 325, Bryce Benhart 315, Gunnar Gatula 305, Ty Robinson 310, Nash Huntmacher 310. 12 guys at 300 plus.
Some of those guys like Lutovsky, when you meet him, just ridiculously big. Yeah. Even some big guys seem bigger than they are. Like Lutovsky's that way. It's like, how do you even get that big? Like, how do you feed that person? I always think about it in terms of, what if that was my son and I had 3 of them? How would you feed them? You know how much money that would require?
It's a lot.
That should be your first question from, hey, how'd you get so big?
And I don't know how you eat. I mean, this is so much grocery. The grocery bill would be extraordinary.
It would. Nice win. 1-1 in the
Oh,
league.
thanks, Jake.
And Bill helped out with New Jersey on Justin Evans.
Pop this
as
in
well.
the microwave quick.
Let's do that. Spillovers next on early break in the ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Have you ever gotten a car deal so good that you can brag about for decades? This is that deal. The government has given us a $4,000 instant credit on vehicles already at the historically lowest prices. Cars that were over $50,000 just 2 years ago are now selling below $20,000. See the deals here and drive away the car of your dreams at a price you never thought possible. Go to 4000off.com, 400off.com to learn more.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Explain to me again why we're sleeping on the ground.
Because we're thramping, thrift camping. It's saving us money and getting us closer to nature.
But we don't need to thramp. I just combined our home and auto insurance with our State Farm agent, so we have a rate that fits our budget.
All right. Do you think our agent can bring us an air mattress?
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Kreekak, at 402-474-1173.
Individual premiums and budgets will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
HealthLink is elevating the human experience with holistic health, weight loss, nutrition, fitness, and wellness solutions. They offer one-on-one health coaching while personalizing nutrition and wellness plans for structure and simplicity. HealthLink provides nutritious foods such as high-protein entrees, meal replacement snacks, and supplements. But that's not all. If you mention 93.7 The Ticket, you'll get a 5% discount on your order and $20 off your first month if you start a HealthLink subscription. Find your missing link with HealthLink today on the southeast corner of 70th and Pioneers or by phone at 402-858-9356.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Truck Month is back. We have absolutely gigantic savings right now at Koppel. They are offering $12,500 off on select new pickups. That is not a mistake. You heard right. $12,500 off list price right now on select new pickups. Those discounted units, though, will not last long. These are all manager specials. You have to come in now, so hurry in down 144th Street or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G356093 must trade.
We're on the air.
Back. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Yeah, no.
It is time for the spillover with AD, sponsored by our friends at Computer Hardware. Go see Trip on the Squad at 70th and O for all your Apple product needs. Also, Kearney, Hastings, and Grand Island. AD, good to see you on this fine Tuesday. I have an issue with the countdown. Is it 4 days or 5 days? I think it's 4 days till kickoff.
How do you do that?
Well, technically,
we're overthinking this.
Do you count today as one, or is this
I
zero?
would count today still as one.
That's 5 days. I think people say it's 4 days left.
Thursday. Yeah, 5 days.
Well, the countdown's difficult.
We're just going to say it's Saturday at 2:30.
It is game week.
However you want to look at it.
We got a game this week. And by the way, don't forget, 2 days from now, we got some big, we got Colorado, North Dakota State. That is like just over 48 hours away from right now.
Isn't that something? That's a big game. It's going to be very interesting. Tell me you're not going to watch that.
Oh, I'm going to be watching it because if I truly believe that I think Colorado is going to be gangbusters, or they're going to be busters. I don't think there's going to be any in between with that team. And I'm not one of those that, have the hate for Deion. I could care less. It's not Nebraska. I really don't care what they do in Colorado. But overall, when you ask people opinions on what's going on there, the different, the ins and outs, I don't care. I just don't care. But what I do think, just as an outside perspective, is I think that Colorado is either going to be a decent team. I'm not going to say good team or great team. Well, they're going to be a team that's going to struggle mightily.
I think you might be right. And as far as Deion goes, it just hit me as you were talking. I like Deion.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I'm just disappointed with it.
With the reporter.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's treating that office with respect, like the respect a head coaching office deserves. He's sort of making a mockery of it.
Or is it just non-conventional?
It's a great question. That's a really good question.
Because
it's definitely non-conventional.
Yeah.
There's some things, I think we can look at every program. There's some things that I wouldn't do and most coaches wouldn't do that make it non-conventional, even controversial to some. Because
would you have a team of cameras following you around all the time?
No. I also would not have my players' social media handles in the back. However, I think we have to remember too, though, this is a team that was probably a banana peel away from being in the graveyard prior to Deion getting there. This was a team to where they literally couldn't give tickets away to go to Folsom Field. This was a team to where your board of directors are saying, should we just be done with football? Right. So there's a part of it I do understand to where you want to put it this way. When is the last time that Colorado, good, bad, or indifferent, has had this type of attention?
It's been a long time. I mean, you're talking about Cordell Stewart and that girl.
I said 2000.
Early 2000. Okay.
So we're talking
long time.
2 decades ago, they've had any sort of attention, of meaningful attention whatsoever. Deion went with what Deion knows how to get attention. He's always been able to get attention, the flashy rings, the watches, the gold, the way he played, etc. I think from that aspect of bringing attention back to Colorado good, it's the other stuff I don't get.
Now, hold on. I don't agree with you there because it's not good attention. Anybody can bring attention to themselves.
So let me ask you this, though.
I mean, it's not doing it in a good way, though.
Well, some of the things
they're losing, AD.
Now, that's the part to me. I don't care how much attention you bring. If you're getting boat raced like they were last year, yeah, you might want to change some things up. I get that. But Deion's not going to change who he is to his core. He's just not going to. He's been this way for...
I don't want him to.
Yeah.
See, here's what... This is a good discussion, by the way. It's interesting. I like Deion. He's a hard-nosed football guy. I don't want him to change who he is. I just want to see him... I just like to see him not be so limelight oriented. Why do you have to have cameras on you in the locker room? Stuff like that. Why do you have to have this team of 19 guys that's designed to protect you? Why do you need that protection?
I don't like, I can tell you this right now, Sip and Jake, I don't like all the cameras and stuff like that.
What is all that? I like Deion.
That is not me, but that's always been him, though.
That's been Deion's whole life.
That's always been him.
Camera, he likes the attention.
Yeah, he likes that. I don't think
and it's worked for him usually, by the way.
Outside of this, it has. Absolutely. Because that's because he is the brand. Right. However, though, the things I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like just the overall obvious bias towards his sons on the team. I think you bring discord, you bring you bring anger, animosity, etc. When you do that, now of course there's some, but you can't treat them any different than you're treating the other guys. The other guys can pick that stuff up.
Oh, 100.
They see that stuff. So that part of it I don't like. I don't like the names on the backs and things like that. I think those are things when you're taken away from the culture of your team. And listen, where there's smoke, there's fire in a lot of situations like that. There's a number of 80 different over 70 players have left that program the past year.
Makes you wonder.
So regardless of what we think, there are some guys that really do not like that culture.
Right.
So like I said, as much as I like Deion to be successful and do well there's certain things you just can't do in this day and age of college sports. So when I say non-conventional, yes, it's very non-conventional, but some of them are detrimental to his program.
Yeah, it's an interesting study, and I think you're exactly right.
Well,
it's either going to go really well or really poorly.
Think about this: the clip you guys played when I was coming in of Dabo Swinney, with the fan,
Tyler and Spartan.
Yes, and to me personally, I'm thinking, Dabo, why would you even engage that guy like that? Just say, you know what? Sorry, sir. Next question.
Let him talk for 2 minutes.
But you know what?
Let him talk for 2 minutes.
Here's the thing, though. Dabo let him speak. And I know there's things behind the scenes that were up with Deion and the reporter. But still, as the head coach, there's some things you just got to, you're the figurehead. You just got to deal with it.
100.
You got to deal with it. Now, you can say, you know what, sir? I don't like the question, so I'm going to the next one. But you can't just berate someone over and over. Because, perfect example, here's a guy that we know that probably coached 3 or 4 years too much longer, but yet put so many emotional deposits in the fan base and the reporters, he stayed longer. The late, great Bobby Bowden. Bobby Bowden, we all know, man, he probably should have been gone about 3 years before. Maybe even more.
Pushed it too far.
But he put so much deposits within the fan base, with the players, with the community. Heck, we basically gave him a national championship because everybody wanted Bobby to have one.
Yeah.
So I look at it this way. I'm not saying that Deion has, and I think it's ironic that's who Deion played for in college too, was the late Bobby Bowden. I'm thinking if Deion put some deposits, because he's going to need them, believe me. He's going to need a lot of deposits with the fan base because you know what? That show is only going to last so long. You just keep losing. they're going to be like, yeah, it's like eating candy over and over again. Eventually, your stomach starts to hurt.
Right. He would, yeah. Yeah.
We'll see. Again, he first game Thursday, North Dakota
Thursday
State,
night.
Colorado.
That is a dangerous game.
They're a
is.
10-point favorite in that game.
I know it's dangerous.
I saw the SP Plus prediction was that they'd win by 2 points. Like some weird score like that. So
I think it's accurate. I think it's accurate if they don't lose. Because, for us right now, if there's discord in that locker room, we all know how that turns out. Guys will start playing for themselves. It ain't about the team no more. They're playing for that at the back of their numbers that they have on their practice jerseys. You will find out what happens with this team when it gets tough. Because good teams or teams with strong cultures, they start to gel closer together. When things get bad, teams who have no
splinter.
They start to splinter sip. It's going to be. I'm more excited for Thursday night's game to watch them than I am for some of the games outside. Of course, not ours, but some of the other ones, just to see what their culture's like. There's been so much written about it in the past 364 days. I want to see how they respond.
You're obligated. Around here, you're about obligated to watch.
Yeah,
we'll watch it Thursday.
Yeah.
That's
God
it
bless
for us. The Drive with Raf, AD, and Amon Green is next. For Steve Sipple and Bill Busch, I'm Jake Sorensen. We will see you tomorrow.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't